Hi, my name is Abdeline Fahad, and I'll be doing a presentation on families in 2100. So, what is a family? A family is a word that refers to an essential social unit comprising of parents and their children. So now, what is the new meaning of family? Excelling in lifestyle has given the word family a new description. The unity in the word family has been discovered. Inequality has been abolished. The development during past years has solved problems which seemed impossible during the ancient years. The word family now has a whole different meaning. These are a few changes that I've observed in family structures over the past few years, and I believe will be be involved in the future years. One is the amount of marriages that are decreasing. A lot of couples have decided not to marry, and this may be because of the views of changing of the views of marriage from 50 years back and now. Another factor is the amount of divorces that are increasing. This will cause a lot of blended families to emerge in the future. Another aspect is couples having children at a later age. This may be due to many social issues such as women deciding to work or the increased cost of having children. Now, due to all this, a traditional family consisting of a mother, father, and children does not represent the norm in Canada. The other types of families include blended families and common law relationship families. And other less known families are gay families and grandparents raising their grandchildren. So these are various trends in family structures that I've noticed. So one type of trend is the blended family. So although rates of divorce are decreasing in Canada, it is expected to increase on a global scale. So this rise of divorce has led to divorced persons remarrying others and bringing the children into these relationships. This is expected to be the dominant family type in the future. Another factor is the declining rate of birth. So since the birth rate is declining, a lot of parents. This is because a lot of first-time parents are deciding to have children at a later age. This is because there have been new economic and social responsibilities that have emerged in relation to having a baby, and there has been also the increase in the costs and expenses, and so this may cause some parents to have a baby at a later age. Another factor is how women are involved within society. So nowadays, women are now getting jobs and having career paths rather than in the future where they would just do housework and give birth to babies. And so this may cause some couples to decide to have a baby at a later age in order. Another trend in the future is that a lot of family members will be living in the same household. This will be due to the increased population, and this will help with the physically vulnerable family members such as the elderly and the children. The increased life expectancy will also result in a increased elderly population in which this tent could accommodate. Another trend is the increase of women's rights due to the feminist right movement. So this started in the 90s and is still continuing. Women have been fighting for their rights. This has led to women getting more job opportunities and career pathways. But there are still some gaps within women's rights, such as the fact that the controversy today, which is that some men and women work in the same position, yet the men get higher pay. I think these issues like these will be resolved in the future, and by 2100, gender roles will be equal. I also think that since men and women will both be working at that point, they will both be providers of the family instead of having the man be the sole provider. Another trend is the increased elderly population. So, due to the advantages in technological and medical fields, this will result in a longer life expectancy. This long life expectancy will cause the increased elderly population, which will affect the economy. Since there will be a lower birth rate, the elderly the since there will be a lower birth rate and increased elderly population, this will cause uh, this will cause the workforce to be very small, and this will also cause a lot of generations to live and exist in the same time period. So now we'll be discussing how the economy will affect families in the future. For example, today the economy influences many other aspects such as many aspects in life such as marriage, cost of living, amount of children, education, etc. But in terms of the future, the low birth rate now and in the future will eventually lead to a more rapid aging process. This will then cause this will result in increased amount of funding in pension payments and welfare states. There will also be a shrinking working force, and due to that there will be a minimal exponential growth. But even although the economy will not experience a lot of growth, there still will be a very high consumption rate based on now where consumption rate is still very high, but I predict that in the future it'll reach an all-time high. So now we explain the six family functions and how they relate to how they'll work out in 2100. So the first one is the productions and consumption distributions of goods and services. So by 2100, I believe this role will be done through advanced technological devices such as robots or things like automatic cleaning devices. As we can see now, there have been prototypes of these technologies performing similar tasks. So I believe that by 2100, technology will be able to assist us with these devices. Another function is the socialization of children. I believe that technology will also play a big part in this. It may be used as a resource at school, maybe used as the main resource at school to teach children. It could be also used to teach children other aspects of life, such as socialization skills and life skills, etc. This is what I think will be the new way and method of learning in the future. The third function is the social control of children. I believe as time goes on, this factor will not change because in the future and now, parents will still be considered the role model for children, and I believe that due to this, parents are the ones who are manageable for this role, and that this will always be theirs to control. The fourth family function is the physical care of the sick and aged. So, like I have mentioned before, due to the large family sizes by 2100, the sick and the aged will be taken care of by multiple family members. This will ensure better care and maintenance of those in these physically vulnerable situations. Maintaining morale. I believe that kids should be responsible for this role, as this will allow children to be motivationally driven and enthusiastic in order to further develop attributes that will help in their future. Now the last family function is addition of new family members through reproduction. I believe that scientific research and technology will be able to find and assist couples in new and innovative ways to reproduce. As we could see now, scientists have discovered IVF that has helped gay families and single parents to get children, and I think that in the future there will be many more methods. It may also be possible to add family members uh, regardless of gender in the future. This is the works cited, and that's it. Thank you.